Hello and welcome back to Trainz, a new era for the next part of the Flying Scotsman 1920s journey along the East Coast main line. Now I'm not going to be doing... Oh, I'm in a tree. I'm not going to be doing another part to this. This is just going to be the last part that I do unless I get major support for this. So, you know, if you want to see this, make sure you're commenting, you're liking the video and you're telling me we want to see more of this video all the way down to Newcastle, and then I'll be happy to do so. So we're leaving, what's it, Preston Pan Station, as you can see, in this wonderful Flying Scotsman. Hey look, British Rail. In this absolutely stunning representation of the Class A1/A3 Flying Scotsman. We've got a full, what would you call that? Full boiler of water? No, full head of water? I suppose full tank of water. That would be right. Full tank of water. We're down to 62% cold, but I think by the time we get to our next stop, which I can bring it up if I bring that up, by the time we get to our next stop, we should be able to top up our coal there. I don't even want to say much on this. It's just the sounds of this are so nice. Hey look, milk float. Do you guys have milk floats in America like that? This is electric milk floats that run around. Alright, accelerating nicely. 12 miles per hour. Let's really crank that acceleration up. Get that steam chest working. What we got? 67%. No, let's see if we can get more. 67 psi, sorry. 66 psi. No, I had it in the hundreds earlier. How do I do that again? Otherwise it's going to take us forever to accelerate, which is exactly what's happening right now. 64 psi. Is it because I put too... I think maybe it's because I've got too much water. It might be because I've got too much water in the... Yeah, I don't know. I'm still learning steam engines. Back inside we have a quick look. Back inside. There's all the gauges. You can see that some of the gauges just aren't as well done as the others, and I really would hope that they were. So we've got a speedometer, we've got our...
were introduced in 1922. The Great Northern Board ordered a further 10 1470 class locomotives, which were under construction at the Doncaster at the time of the formation of the London North Eastern Railway in 1923. In line with the philosophy behind Cole's Elco prototypes, the Greasley Pacifics were built to the maximum limits of the LNER loading gauge, with a large boiler and wide firebox giving a large grate area. The firebox was set low and rested on the trailing carrying axle. However, unlike the Pennsylvania K4, the firebox was not of the flat-topped bell-pad variety, but a rounded-topped one that was in line with the Great Northern tradition. Features in common with the American types were the downward profile towards the back of the firebox and the boiler tapering towards the front. Heat transfer and the flow of gases were helped by use of a combustion chamber extending forward from the firebox space into the boiler barrier, along with a boiler tube length limited to 19 feet or 5.8 meters. Features inherited from the K4 type but not present on the earlier Cole prototypes. The boiler pressure was rated at 180 pounds per square inch.
There you go, some extra information about the Class A1/Class A3 locomotives. Shell petrol station. Anyone want to fill up fuel? That's why I zoomed out, by the way, just so that you guys could hear what the lovely Aussie had to say. Is he Aussie? It sounds Aussie. Aussie or Kiwi. One or the other. I think it's Aussie. Not too sure though. But anyway, so we're continuing along with this, and really we're having a look at the East Coast Main Line whilst we're at it. But just looking at this train, I wish I could figure out how to get it accelerating further. I definitely think I've put too much water in this. Right, we've got water there. Now, I wish, again, the tiles, this is just another note, just have an extra tile going out there, just so that we can, it doesn't, well, I suppose from this angle it doesn't really matter. No, that one does, that tile does. But come on, does that not look, that's not the right one I wanted. Does that not look awesome? Going through the level crossing correctly. Still not picking up the speed that I want to be picking up. I'm disappointed in myself. And I do think it's something to do with the amount of water I accidentally put into the engine. That doesn't sound entirely healthy. So we're pottering along very slowly now, until I can get this in. Oh, I've got it. I think I've got it. Hold on, what's this? Is that what I think it... Is that going to do what I want it to do? I don't know whether that's going to... That's not going to release... That's not going to start using more water, is it, if I do that? These are the cylinder cock valves, right? Maybe if I close the firebox a little. What's that? I have no idea what that is. I'm not going to pull it. Alright, might as well just cruise in now. Cruise into our next platform, which is in less than half a mile. Half a mile to go to the next platform. That looks so cool. I have to keep taking screenshots. Let's get on the brakes now. Is that how I hold them in place? I can't remember how to hold the pressure in the brakes. There is a way. I know there's a way to hold pressure in brakes. But I can't remember what it is. Alright, let's get this train in all the way. I think we're gonna make this one a lot better. That's better. Wait for the passengers to board and then you can be on your way. Next station is going to be Drem, which I don't know how far away that is. Oh, there it is. 4 miles away. So let's see if we can get ourselves up to speed in these 4 miles. Okay. All passengers aboard. All aboard. I don't need to add more coal, I don't think. Hang on a second. If I were to add more coal, maybe that would help. Although that's not going to fire the boiler properly. Come on, get it moving. I'm trying to see how long it takes to get moving, how much power you need to put into it. It does move. It does start moving nice and slowly. I wish we could experience wheel slip on this. Steam chest is now at 50 psi. It's a problem. And I know I'm going to get comments going, you don't know how to drive a steam train. I think I know the mistake I've made. There's not much I can do about it unless there's... Is there a way to drain... I don't think there's a way to drain water out of the system. No. I need more pressure in this. Otherwise we're not going to be able to get up to speed at all. Maybe if we bring this up really gently. This isn't the first time I've done this. But let's see if I can get this train accelerating somewhat. Even without the steam. Which obviously makes no sense because you need steam to get the train going. We're at 7 miles per hour as we leave the station. I would have liked to be at least 15 right now. 8. We're on an uphill gradient as well. That's not going to help. Boiler, 56 psi, 57 psi. Let's try that now. I saw that creep up to just coming up to 51 psi. 9 miles per hour. Such a slow exit. Such a slow exit. Come on. I know as soon as that water level, I'm sure if that water level starts going down, then we should get some... Yeah, we should get something back in the steam chest. We should be able to generate more steam. I mean, if I put more coal in, it's going to make it... I don't think more coal is going to generate more steam. $51 psi. I see the 51. We're just not accelerating anymore, though. See if we can really push this forward. Okay, now we're pushing 11. We are on an uphill gradient of almost 1 in 200. Wonderful looking train though. I can't wait to see this in the new Trainz. The next version of Trainz. Come on. I can hear the wheel started to move slightly faster. There goes the speed again. 12. And the sound's changed. So, not 4 cylinders, again that I said in the last video, I think I corrected myself. 3 cylinders, not 4. I think it's the LMS class that have 4 cylinders. The Duchess, I think, is 4 cylinders. Don't quote me on that either. Look at this little house, oh, little collection of houses. How lovely. Where's the nearest road for them?
The Great Northern Railway
Ah,
was
there.
incorporated into the newly formed London and North Eastern Railway as a result of the 1923 grouping. Greasley was adopted chief mechanical engineer of the new company, which was the second largest of the big 4 railway companies in Britain. Realising the need for standardisation, Greasley adopted his GNR Pacific design as the standard express passenger locomotive for the LNER mainline, designating it A1 within the LNER locomotive classification system. The choice was made after comparative trials with an equivalent Northeastern Railway Pacific, classified A2. Between 1923 and 1925, 51 A1 locomotives were built, 20 by the North British Locomotive Company and the remainder by Doncaster Works. However, Greasley Pacifics had been designed to work within the bounds of Great Northern Railway, meaning maximum distances of less than 200 miles, 322 kilometres. After the grouping, the locomotives were required to have a far greater operating range. The original A1s were coupled to the traditional Great Northern type of tender, with coal rails of a design that can be traced back to Starling's days. The A1 variant was a much enlarged 8-wheel version carrying 8 long tons of coal and 5,000 imperial gallons of water. In 1928, a new special type of tender body was built for the new non-stop flying Scotsman train. This tender had a corridor connection and an access tunnel through the water tank. It was of a more modern design with high side sheets curved in at the top and had a coal capacity of 9 long tons. In order to be able to pack an extra ton of coal, a single coal rail was provided on this particular series, but was later deemed unnecessary. 10 of these corridor tenders were built, and a non-corridor version of similar design followed with 8-ton coal capacity and no coal rail. Further series of both types had disc wheels instead of the previous spoke variety.
So you can see that right there actually. These have the disc wheels. So I'm trying to get a good look at this. You can see that has a disc wheel as opposed to the spoked wheels that you can see on the trailing wheel of the loco. So you can see the disc wheels there. So I've seen versions with the spoked wheels too. You can see the corridor right there. You see the corridor just there. So you've got that. And I think, look at that, our water is going down, and I think we're going to start accelerating again. I think we are going to be able to start accelerating, and it's going to be much easier for us. We're at 22 miles per hour. It's still a problem, but I think we are going to be able to accelerate. So yeah, I think it said that LNER was the second largest of the big four. I think, was it the Great Western Railway was the largest of the big four. So you had Nigel Greasley, who was heavily involved on the London North Eastern Railway and obviously the Great Northern Railway. Then you had Isambard Kingdom Brunel, who basically designed the Great Western Railway. And he also did a number of bridges that, if we were to go north from Edinburgh, then we'd see some of the bridges that he designed too. Two great engineers. Okay, 25 miles per hour. Our steam chest still is not doing what I want it to do. We are coming down on the water levels though. And I feel like we are starting to accelerate better. Alright, you can start hearing the bogey runs from the coaches. Lovely coaches too. We've got plenty of time. I tell you what, let's go for a really nice view. kind of view would we expect? Hold on, is there a bridge coming up? There is. How about a view from this side? Here we go. That looks good. All right. I heard a horse. It's a shame I can't hold that whistle the whole way through. Love that Doppler effect. Look at that, all the coaches looking awesome as they go past. Very slowly, but going past nonetheless. Alright, let's bring that navigation point back up. Okay, maybe it wasn't the water. What have I done? I mean, I've clearly done something that I'm not getting any pressure in the boiler anymore. Or should I say any pressure in the steam chest? I thought I should be getting like 90 psi. And we're doing better than we were. So I'm still wondering if it is something to do with the water. We're definitely doing better than we were with climbing and speed. Anyway, let's stop at Drem. And that's where I'm going to end this video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. 40 miles per hour. We actually managed to reach 40 miles per hour again. Just think, earlier on we were crawling up right the way up to 80. Or climbing towards it anyway. Let's get ourselves on the brakes now. Put that into some sort of application. Release them. Back on to initial. Getting ourselves slowed very nicely. Now, how do I do this? Apply them. And then, isn't it into initial to hold that pressure? Do I go release and then initial? I cannot remember. Let's just cruise into the station. Hey look, steam chest, 53 psi. We'll just stop the train right here. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Trainz and New Era. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Look at that Great Western train going. That should get me perfectly lined up. That's awesome. Didn't I just see that? Huh. Oh well. Right, so that's where I'm going to end. Like I said, thank you very much for watching. Remember to hit the like button if you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Trainz: A New Era. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. You can pick this DLC up in the description box. There's an affiliate link there. Just click that and you can pick up the DLC. Like I said, it's really cheap. If you haven't watched the first part, watch the first part. It's a really cheap DLC, and I think it's actually quite worth it for that price. I think that's all from me. Make sure you check out my Patreon scheme, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. I would really appreciate your support. And follow me on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/ecgadget. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Trainz: A New Era.